this is the best chance the Bills ever had. You don't know that. It's a good chance for them to win it.
Right.
But they also had injuries that really devastated their team and really altered the way they had to play games this year. So that changed your identity. That changed how you conduct and do things.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't know if this is their best chance. Next year could be their best chance. The year after that, maybe there's an acquisition, a trade, the way that they build the offense in terms of getting a couple of new weapons, a trade, like something could happen that could really open up the window a little bit wider. Like if they were to land a receiver who it was a legitimate, like solid target, big target that could be counted on, right? Like an X type receiver, and is young enough to where you'd say, I've got several seasons of this.
Yeah.
Well, you would say that now is the best time. See, it's going to change, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and let's say, well, hold on, Bruce. Let's say a year in the future, offensively similar or better than what they've been, and then defensively stayed healthier all year. Well, you would say that was their best chance, regardless if Mahomes, regardless if Lamar, it doesn't matter actually. See, the best version of you is always a better chance of you winning than just because other teams are hurt. The best version of you, what you can control. See, when you are counting on other things to happen, it's not the best version of you.
Right.
That's luck. That's fortune. That's not how you win. You don't win on fortune. You win on becoming the best version of yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know. We don't know what the Bills could have up their sleeve. They might make a really good move next year and it changes.
No doubt. Shout out Renee Martinez in the chat. What's good? What's good? Go Irish, brother. So Edward actually made a great suggestion in the chat. AJ Brown,
maybe
you get him out of the NFC.
Yeah, it's worth a chance.
He's right. I agree. And you give Josh Allen that big time number one type weapon.
Make Keon Coleman your number two. He stopped getting one-on-ones on the defensive side. That'll definitely open it up. You got James Cook, pause. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But their defense, they still need to address that defense though.
Yeah. For sure. But just in terms of giving Josh Allen another weapon so he doesn't have to be Superman as much, that would be, or AJ Brown, send him to Baltimore. Lamar could use that weapon as well. So
he ain't going to Baltimore.
Well, why do you have to be that way?
I'm just saying, receivers just don't go there.
It's not that the Bills never tried. They brought in Stephon Diggs, like they've tried. You everything has to align. It's timing, it's good fortune, it's so many things. But what you can control, once that's taken away from you, now everything's left to chance. That's hard to win that way.
Definitely.
Right.
Shout out Liam, what's good, man? Good to see you here, man. But yeah,
what's up, Liam?
Yeah, Liam's one of my always Irish guys. Go Irish.
We're gonna make this an Irishman topic. The holiness and glorification of the waters, the blessed all be Father.
I'm gonna tell you, you really don't understand until you go there what it is, man. When you go, you'll know.
That ain't green water, bro. It's seaweed. That's what that is.
Steve, you don't know either, man. Until you go there, you really don't know what it is to be at Notre Dame. But
blessed all be thou Father, the waters of Notre Dame.
The Golden Dome, man.
The Golden Dome. Hey, what's going on, man?
But yeah, man, when we watch, you got to start wondering, and this is the thing, right? For the sake of discussion, you're wondering, was this Josh Allen's best opportunity? It was clearly his best opportunity thus far, right? But we also got to say, like the John Elway comparison that you gave, it could happen later down the line, but you always wanted to happen sooner rather than later, right?
Well, I think it's extremely unfair for anybody to say that it's over.
No,
that he's never going to have an opportunity.
Not at all.
That's just blasphemy. That's dumb.
Not at all.
Idiotic. Stupid. Like, stop watching sports. Like, if you think it's over for him.
Well, I mean, Transformer, to speak to that, I mean, fans are rational, right? They say a lot of things.
Fanatic.
Well, they a fan of the wrong thing. Go watch pool or something. Because if you think it's over, the man is young. He's still in his prime. Like, come on, man. What makes you think that next year won't be the exact same thing? The exact same
Well,
opportunity.
I think what you expect and what you want is every year being in a position to compete in that setting, right? Like you just be at the dance so you have a chance to win, prom king or prom queen, right? You just gotta be there though, right?
Yeah.
Right. And then if you have the right players and if you have everything clicking, you increase the likelihood and probability of winning.
Yeah. I don't like that last comment, Liam. If Josh Allen is him, you can't have that turn. Hims have the same type of games. All Hims do it.
There's been
Hims where Hims make mistakes.
There's been playoff turnovers and teams still won. Like it's
yes.
It's a lot
doesn't
of
mean he's
so
not
many
him.
things, man.
Yeah, he's still like he got his team there, right? The team still had the opportunity to win. He didn't fold. He didn't turn over the ball and just lay down. Right, he still fought the way to come back. He's still him. He's still a great quarterback, one of the best in the league. Still top 5. Like to say he's not him because he had a turnover before the half, that's egregious.
So I just thought about something, right? We were talking about Elway and how eventually he got through. He got over the hump, right? But here's the flip side of that coin, y'all. This is the flip side we're not talking about because we understand Josh Allen's greatness and we want to see him, eventually succeed, not just for him, but just to see like what it would be like for Buffalo and Bills Mafia in the city and all that with everything they've gone through. I just thought about something though. Dan Marino, off the miraculous second season in the league, made the Super Bowl, set all the records, blah, blah, blah. Didn't get it done against the 49ers. Everybody's figuring, he's so great. He'll be back. Never got back. So sometimes that chance is the only chance. I'm not saying it is. But he never got back. So, we got to look at that side of it, too.
Yeah. But it's not over.
Steve, stop.
It's not over, man.
And, yes, that's possible, Steve, yes. But
oh, my gosh, Steve, bro.
And this is why we don't let the comments stay on the screen.
That's exactly it, Bruce. That's it.
We talked about that right before we went on. I was like, "Yo, Transformer, man, you wanna just let the comments run on screen so we don't have to." No.
Nope, not at all. Not even remotely close.
There have been several teams who have won a single title.
Right,
that's happened on several occasions. There's a reason
and this
why
is another
every
comment
team shows up every week.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, agreed. Whoa, okay, Mr. Fancy. Okay,
I know that's a little crazy.
Yeah, that's a little rough. Pause, big pause there.
See what I said? I was like,
right,
because we can't control what they say and it pops up on the screen. We can't delete it.
Yeah, not a good look. By the way, y'all, if you're here and you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe. We really appreciate it. It helps the channel grow. And we are glad that you are enjoying the content. And make sure you share with other sports fans in your area. Yeah. Well, Renee, here's the deal, right? I hear you, but Marino was that dude, right? And you know this. You know your football, and you're old enough, I think, to know this. When Marino was doing what he was doing things statistically that had never been seen before. I mean, think about it. It took like 30 years for people to start breaking Marino's records. He was doing that in an era when quarterbacks simply did not do that. So, I get why they were acting that way. You know what I'm saying? No doubt, Renee. But yeah.
Bo Nix is out.
Yeah, he broke his ankle.
Oh, you didn't see that, Steve?
He broke his ankle kneel down at the end of the game, Sneed.
No, it wasn't a kneel down. They said it was the second play in overtime.
No, I thought it was the kneel down.
I know it's floating all over the play. He rolled out to the left and he got clipped. I didn't see how he hurt his ankle, but they said that's where he broke it at.
He did break his ankle. He fractured his ankle.
He fractured his ankle on that play. But for some odd reason, he was able to tough that thing through. That adrenaline must have been high.
Yeah.
And they said after that, he was just on the sideline like, yo,
I can't move.
My ankle's hurting.
Yeah.
It was like, he's out for the season. So Jarrett Stidham is going to be the starter for the Broncos. That's why the Patriots are going to the Super Bowl. Patriots are going back to the Super Bowl.
Hey, man. Who knows if Houston doesn't pull it out today? Who knows?
Well, I just got on the Denver Broncos bandwagon, bro.
And you could go,
got here, bro.
Early pass, jump off.
Right.
They haven't left yet, Sneed.
It's not going as fast as it would be. You probably can jump off without getting in.
The train hasn't moved yet, Sneed. You're clear to get off the train.
Isn't that crazy?
It's for the Broncos. Like they can't score points defensively reliably for 60 minutes against an AFC championship team.
Right.
That's an impossible task. Last time I saw Stidham, he was a bum.
2023 is the last time anybody saw him, honestly.
Yeah, and it wasn't good.
Yeah.
And now I got a week to beat an AFC championship caliber team.
Correct.
Boy, you talk about pressure. Bust pipes. That boy. Do
you know how many things they're going to need to win that game?
A lot.
Oh, man.
The defense going to have to play out of its mind. Like it's been
and the run game is going to have to
carry. Yeah, the run game.
They're going to have to average 5.5 a carry.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. They're going to run it. They're going to have to run it like on 80% of the plays. Like I'm only passing it if it's like 3rd and 8.
Absolutely. Wow. Like a lot of play action, a lot of belt. Like, man, you're going to have to call it. This is going to be a game with Sean Payton. Boy, we finna figure out how deep that playbook can get.
Bro, they're going to be the Patriots are going to be. Wait, who are they playing?
Well, it's going to be
Houston today.
It could be Houston or the Patriots.
It could be Houston. Okay, all right.
Yeah. But if they play Houston, he could.
Right. Defenses.
But check out the New England defense, though. I saw them very recently hunting on defense.
Yeah.
Like stalking prey.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Houston does that too, though. So
they're it's even greater there. So like,
that's right.
Whoa,
Daniil Hunter, Will Anderson Jr.
Our apologies, Steve. We thought you knew. Steve, bro, like, wait a minute, Bo Nix is out.
So check this out, right? I don't listen to games. I watch the games.
Right.
I can't listen to these people talking. So watch.
because we didn't find out. You didn't find out during the game. We found out after the game.
Oh, so
the alerts popped up on your phone like Bo Nix is out for the season.
That is a tough dude. What the hell?
Yeah. We was all like, the game was over. I turned off the game, like the game was over. All of a sudden, I see pop up on my phone, Bo Nix out for the season. I'm like, wait, what?
This is why I don't like people saying things like the new generation ain't tough. I think that's just wrong. Some of these guys are too tough for their own good.
They're not tough in basketball, but that's
it doesn't pay to be tough in basketball.
Oh my goodness.
It pays to be tough in the NFL, right? Like you get glory, like people celebrate you.
Mm-hmm.
Tough people in the NBA, nobody cares.
Oh yeah, I did. I was texting Steve at the time. Yeah. Steve was like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Bro, Bo broke his ankle."
Not being tough in the NBA is rewarded. You get to play 30 seasons, and continue to milk the game, forever.
I heard J.R. Smith say one time, I know we're digressing. We're going to take some calls on this shortly. J.R. Smith said one time, back in the day, guys used to play 82 games and they thought that was tough, man. That's barbaric. I'm like, what?
Barbaric?
That's what he said. He used the word barbaric.
I don't think he ever seen a barbarian, bro.
Right. That's correct.
Like Vikings and stuff, bro.
Barbaric. Like, sometimes I hear people use the word warrior when describing athletes.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't go that far.
It depends on the sport. Like MMA guys, those guys are warriors. Boxers, those guys are warriors.
Yeah, but there's a referee, bro.
Nah, that's still.
I'm just saying, it's not the Coliseum, bro. This ain't Rome or whatever.
John Jones is a warrior.
Yeah, I don't care what do those things. You gotta be,
Alex Pereira, warrior. I ain't getting in the ring with those dudes.
To be an offensive lineman, you got to be a warrior. I don't care if there's a ref or not. You are consistently, deliberately, and repeatedly crashing into.
But there's someone there to stop it if it gets bad.
Yeah. Edward, what's good, man?
Good morning, my brothers.
Good morning,
man. Hope everything's good with you, man.
Thanks, brother.
What's up with you, brother?
What's happening, bro?
Okay, fellas, who are we putting this blame on? Are we really putting the blame on Josh Allen with the 4 turnovers, or it was just that Denver outplayed them? I mean,
how about all of it? How about we all watch the same game? Josh Allen had turnovers, a couple of questionable calls by McDermott. The offense, we saw the overthrow from Josh Allen. We saw Josh Allen extend plays. That shovel pass was amazing. How about it's all of it? How about it's the Broncos? How about it's everything?
Yeah, two things can be true, man.
Yeah,
bro, that was a crazy game.
Pat Surtain, he got injured. I think it was the first quarter. Yeah, he was out for a couple of plays. Then he came back. So, yeah, that was good. And also, Josh Allen, man, look, bro, you're not a running back, man. I don't know why you're running the ball. I mean, football openly, handily, and then bam, you fumbled.
Well, he's so used to being faster than those linemen as well. So it's situational awareness. You know what I mean? He got to realize that, the Denver Broncos defense, like I said, is legit. Those guys are fast. These quarterbacks need to understand that as well. These linebackers and linemen, they're running 4.6s and 4.5s now.
That's crazy.
Like them boys is catching you. So like you can't, I call it the Mike Vick. You can't Mike Vick this thing all day and think that, I'm faster than that lineman. I'm just going to, I can just move quicker than him. Nah, man, that lineman can run a 4.5.
Or Shady McCoy, you know what I'm saying? Because Shady McCoy used to run the ball just like that too, man. But
had that one hand on it all you want. I'm gonna slap that on.
Now, Bruce, was that a catch by Cook? He came down the ground and then but they said it was a INT. I mean, that was a questionable call.
I thought it was a catch. I don't know why they didn't challenge that. I thought it was a catch.
Because you couldn't challenge this in overtime.
So it's reviewed.
It was late in the fourth.
That was in overtime. Because that was the play before they came down to score to end the game.
Okay, got you. Yeah. But yeah, I think.
Wait, they didn't review it?
No.
Oh, they should have reviewed it.
Now the Broncos not the Broncos. The Bills called a timeout for them to review. So I guess they they maybe did, but they immediately was like, no. They said Cooks didn't have enough time of control to establish. It's kind of
like in the air, right?
No, it was on the ground.
No, like he caught the ball in the air, was coming down. It was coming down to the ground. All happened. Boom, boom, right?
And then he pulled it out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then also too, we got to also put some blame on the Bills defense. Nick Bosa, come on, man, you've been in the league 9 years, man. You can't, you know what I'm saying? What was that, Bruce? Nick Bosa. I'm sorry, Nick Bosa. Yeah, Nick Bosa. He did that.
Nick Bosa's in San Fran. What are you talking about?
Joey Bosa.
Joey. Got it. Okay.
He Bosa for the Bills, man. You know what he was talking
about.
Okay.
I'm just like, no, Nick.
Okay, but you know what I mean, Bruce. You know, that was
I got you, man.
Yeah, he had that late hit, man. You've been in the league for 9 years. You a vet, man. You can't be doing nothing like that. They really – and they called another play. I forgot who was that. I think he was at a safety or he was a corner. They called it they called it a pass interference. I don't think that was a pass interference. Now, the one –
Oh, yeah, it was.
No. The last one was. The one before that wasn't.
Oh.
No,
the one that was on Tre'Davious White, that was definitely a pass interference.
Bro, he swung his arms like a baseball bat, bro.
Yeah. But the first one they called before that wasn't PI. They've been letting that call fly all game. And if you look at the beginning of the route, Sutton is actually holding the corner.
Yeah.
Like he's like literally grabbing him by the wrist and running with him. I'm like, well, that's offensive PI first. So eventually he's going to try to fight to get his hand back. It's like, come on, man.
They never call offensive PI early in the route.
Yeah.
I've never.
I mean, when you're like holding hands like you're dating, running up the line, it's like, yo, let me go.
Stop dating him.
You know something, though? But watch this. So you notice that the officials did not call that one because it was 2 penalties on that play. They really gave it to the Bosa brothers. They gave it to him. They really gave
no. They took the PI. They took the PI. They didn't take the roughing the passer because the PI got you further downfield.
Well,
on that play, because the roughing the passer is a 15-yard penalty. That play was more than 15 yards. So you'll take
it was a 30-some yard play down the field,
like a 20-something. I think it was like 20-something. Yeah. So you'll decline the roughing the passer and you'll accept the pass interference because you know that's going to get you further to the to the outfield.
Yeah, and Travis White, man. I mean, like, dude, you finna get a healthy fine, man. You know, slamming your helmet down and all that. He's gonna get.
Well, I mean, that was the game at that moment.
He knew it was over.
Yeah.
And at that point, I mean, your emotions are at its highest. And my thing was like, what was you arguing about? It's like, bro,
it is Transformer. He knew he got beat, and he knew he was out of position to make the best play he could, because Sutton's like that, bro.
Yeah.
You know, so like if you don't play perfect, they'll beat you as long as the throw's there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then Bo Nix, man. I mean, this is that we just go. It's crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy. I didn't see how in the hell did he get hurt on that play. I mean, like he walked it fine off the field, and you
want to talk about first. That's worse than anything that's going on in Buffalo. You turn around to hand the ball off, and you get a shattered ankle. That's wild, bro.
Yeah, that's wild. But I'm gonna get off, man. I'm pretty sure other people want to call in, but let me just make this real quick, Bruce. Let me transfer Sneed. You was right, bro. Kevin Stefanski was not protected. I was wrong about that.
He was not protected?
No, he was not protected in Cleveland. I mean, it was apparently it was expectations for him in Cleveland. They let him go. You know what I mean? Now he's in Atlanta.
I get what you're saying now. I was protected from what?
Getting fired.
I get it.
But
I got
now he's in Atlanta. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Bruce gonna talk about that. Y'all gonna talk about that another time. Get the show rocking and rolling. Y'all be you,
Appreciate
Bruce. Be you.
No doubt, man.
All right, brother. All right, brother.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, bro. Not everybody will come on here and admit when someone else is right. You know,
Amazing.
I'm not saying Eddie was wrong about anything. I'm just saying.
Anyway,
Transformer, read the teleprompter, all right?
VC, man, hit mute in the background, man. Mute YouTube. What's going on, brother?
Yes, sir. Good morning. Good morning,
Good
man.
morning.
This Buffalo Bills, Denver Broncos game. You know, I normally don't call in on football, but man, I will say, man, like, yes, Josh Allen got 4 turnovers, but I think he still. I like the fact that the Buffalo Bills, they didn't get out of the game. They still managed to make this a winnable game on the road. Man, like Keon Coleman, I don't know if you guys talked about it yet, but Keon Coleman, him dropping that pass, that was a very bad drop, because if he catches it in the end zone, then the Broncos have no choice but to have to accept the penalty, and then Denver gets another chance on it. Yes, Josh Allen definitely overthrew. Who was that? Knox or Kincaid? I think it was Knox on that.
I think it was Knox. Man. Yeah,
he did overthrow.
He would have walked right in.
But I will say, right before that, you know, you had Brandon Cooks. He did get this one catch, but he couldn't stay inbound. You had Mecole Hardman right before the major interception. Mecole Hardman had it in his hand, and he dropped it. And he dropped it too.
That's right.
So with man. So with
that's what these games do to players, man.
Yeah, with the Brandon Cooks play, I really thought he caught that ball. When I seen the DB get up and they called it an interception, I was surprised at that one. The first pass interference, I definitely agree. The first pass interference, I thought that was a ridiculous call. And then the second one, it was just like, yeah, man, they want Denver to go ahead and win this thing. But my biggest problem is, man, you know, I'm on NFL Twitter, man. So when you read like a lot of, I won't say they're Ravens fans. They're more so Lamar fans, where they get a sense of, like, they use Lamar Jackson as an identity, as a part of their identity.
That's true.
So they're going to give Josh Allen all of the biggest. They're going to give him hell, basically, because there's no Burrow, there's no Mahomes, there's no Lamar. You know, the elite quarterbacks of the AFC, they pretty much painted it as this is Buffalo's Super Bowl to lose. I think they did. I do agree with that. I just think it's kind of unfair, man.
You know what I would say to that? You know what I would say to that, bro, would be the Denver Broncos defense is better than Lamar. The Denver Broncos defense is better than any quarterback in the AFC. Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow lost to the Browns. What are we talking about here? Like, a great defense, a league-leading defense, is always better than a quarterback. There's no exception to the rule.
Yeah, man, this is what I'm gonna say, man. Sean Payton, I've had to, he used to coach the Saints, so we used to have to see him twice a year. So I already knew he was gonna have these dudes coached up, man, and ready to go. And man, with that Denver Broncos defense, I mean, the AFC, now you got left. The Texans have a great defense over there with Stingley and those boys. You got the Broncos. More than likely, I think the Texans pull it out today, and I think next week for that AFC Championship game, we're going to see a real defensive slugfest, especially C.J. Stroud.
Yeah.
C.J. Stroud plays the way he played Pittsburgh. Yeah,
they're getting blown out.
Oh, you're getting cooked.
It's going to be one of the trenches, man.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Is Nico Collins going to be available?
Should be.
No, I don't think.
I haven't saw he was out.
Yeah, he's out this game.
Is he out? I thought they said he was going to play.
Wait, who's that?
Nico Collins.
I saw it yesterday. They said he was out.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Bro, he looked like he suffered a pretty bad injury. He wasn't able to get up on his own.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's ruled out. It was a concussion.
There you go. Right.
Yeah, they ruled him out.
All right, VC, man, you got anything else?
No, man, that's it with me, man. Great show so far, man. Let's keep it rolling.
All right, brother.
Yep.
Have a good one.
All right.
Thanks.
Good calls, man. Good calls.
Yeah, that was a good call. Edward, real quick, let me answer to this. No, it is a fact he hasn't been to the Super Bowl since the Super Bowl, right? Obviously. But the reason he's not an all-pro quarterback is not because he's not an all-pro caliber quarterback. It's the same thing like y'all like to say how Jokic doesn't play with any all-stars. It's not because he doesn't have that caliber of player on his team. It's just sometimes when you're in a specific conference or division or what have you, the other guys who are playing at the same time hold you up, right? Ephraim Salaam was multiple-time Pro Bowl O-lineman. Really, really good. Starting, I think, right tackle for the Falcons as a rookie, right? Really, really good offensive lineman. No, left tackle as a rookie. But guess what? He couldn't be all-pro because of the other guys who were playing at the time. Sometimes that's just how it goes, and that doesn't – say again?
No, except because Jamal Murray is definitely an all-star.
Exactly.
Jamal Murray has all-pro talent.
Yeah. But people want to push certain narratives, right? So sometimes it's not that you're not good enough. It's just that when other guys are playing at the same time as you, it just goes that way, right? So, you know.
Only so many spots that can get filled up. And
that's it. That's it.
He's in the conference with Steph Curry and them boys. He's like, damn, that man's gonna always get the votes over me.
Yes. All right, let's go to the next topic, y'all. Whoo, man.
So just like how it started, it's over. All right, next topic.
No, you're right, man.
Talk about butt cutting.
Man, go ahead, Transformer.
Okay, all right, man. So, woo. Well, me and Bruce let's start off by saying that we were wrong. All right. We picked San Fran to win this game.
Yes, we did.
Because we felt like, Kyle Shanahan is one hell of a coach. Was coaching one hell of a team. They embraced the next man up mentality to the highest order.
They didn't lose this game because of coaching.
They correct. All right. So this game was not that, right? This game was not that. From the start of the game, it was pretty much over. From the start of the game, Seahawks came out with a complete team effort, from special teams to defense to offense to running the football to stopping the run to stopping the pass. Everything was clicking on a Saturday night in the good dang Seattle, and 41-6 is your result, guys. And we'll be here to say we didn't get a chance to see the pumpkin because he didn't get the chance to pumpkin himself. The game was taken away from him. I can't sit here and be like, okay, good job, Sam Darnold. Nah, I mean, everything was in the Seattle Seahawks' favor. Brock Purdy held to 140 yards and a pick. They barely got the run. They could barely get the run game going. Brock Purdy was the leading rusher with 37 yards. They shut down McCaffrey with 11 carries and 35. Jordan James chipped in another 6 carry for 28. But overall, 27, 108 yards total. But you look at the flip side of what Seattle was able to do. Kenneth Walker III, 116 yards, 19 carries. Just straight bulldoze his way through to get the team total to 33 carries and 175 yards. I mean, defensively, they were just hounding San Fran. Every time they got the ball back, it was on a short field. Every time. I mean, you just talk about complete team effort when it comes to I'm shutting my divisional foe all the way down from top to bottom. Special teams, they can't get it. Running game, they can't get it. Passing game, they can't get it. Just complete shutout, guys. I mean, there was nothing else to watch. As soon as the game was, I think the third quarter, when it went 27-6, I was like, yeah, I'm turning this off.
I stopped watching after. Yeah, there was no way out because like it doesn't get better.
No,
when that's like the way things are going, and you don't have George Kittle, and you don't have Fred Warner.
Right.
And you don't like when you don't have guys that make difference.
All pros, not pro bowlers, all pros. You missing 3 of them.
It's gonna get worse.
Yeah.
And it did. I think the final score was 41-6, 2 field goals, dog.
Yeah. It was nasty, man. I mean, everything that the San Francisco 49ers tried to do, by the time Brock Purdy had a 3-step drop back,
there was somebody in his
face.
Yeah,
he was like, yo.
For sure.
I'm getting hit, man. I'm getting touched. I got to get rid of the ball. So not only that, he lose George Kittle, but then for a moment, he lost the backup in Tyongas. It's not tongues. I always say tongs, but it's like Tyongas or something like that. Tyongas, I believe is his name. He goes out. So Brock Purdy looks at the sideline like, bro, okay, Kyle, it's only so much. It's only so much I can do. Bro, I have to have chemistry with these guys. If I don't have chemistry in the crucial moments against a great Seattle Seahawks defense, I'm doomed to fail.
I saw plays that were executed perfectly, and the Seahawks were right there. And it was like, boom, blowing it up. Like, it was exactly the way they draw up the plays. But see, before, C-Mac would make guys miss. Yeah. Well, these guys don't miss.
No.
So it's, boom, you're getting hit in the chin, and guys are flying all over the place, and they're not afraid. You're like, if there's 10 things that the 49ers wanted to do, and they're in priority on how good they are. So the first thing they want to do, they're great at. The Seahawks took all their top things away from them and made them do the things they're less good at, and that ain't going to win.
Man, it was bad. San Fran had 60 plays to Seattle's 52. The score is 41-6, bro. Like, make that make sense. You had 8 more plays than the other team.
Man, I hope
you scored 35 less points.
I hope the Seahawks realize the next game ain't going to be like this.
No, I hope not. I hope not.
No,
that was just, oh man, that was bad. That was a bad game.
Well, we'll get back to this in a second, but let me respond to something in the chat because y'all know how I am. So we see Steve and G. What up, G? Talking about how Brock Purdy is doo-doo and he should be in jail for stealing the San Francisco's money. So let me just,
I'm more mad at you now, Bruce.
What?
For entertaining it.
No, I'm gonna just go ahead and clarify some. Part of what I love to do on this show is destroy false narratives. Like,
okay, all right, proceed.
Beat them with a hammer, annihilate them, sledgehammer. Anyway, yeah. So just so we know, Brock Purdy's career regular season win-loss record is 30-15 for 67%. Postseason win-loss record 5-2, 71%. So a total career win-loss record of 35-17, 67%. But no, there's more. He has the 49ers single season passing yardage record with 4,280. He's got 84 touchdowns in his career to only 37 interceptions, 68% completions, career passer rating of 104. So as we know, Brock Purdy has been to a Super Bowl. And when he left,
it was one throw away from winning the Super Bowl.
And when he left the field, his team had the lead, right? His team had the lead. So the same excuses we want to make for everyone else. Oh, it was the defense, right? The same excuses we want to make for others, let's go ahead and do that. Let's keep it consistent across the board. That's all I need from people. You can have your opinions, cool. Keep it consistent across the board. To say Brock Purdy did not earn his deal, absurd. To say Brock Purdy is doo-doo, absurd. Crazy. So I guess Peyton Manning is also doo-doo because he got destroyed in the Super Bowl by the Seattle Seahawks, right? He's doo-doo also, right? 43-8, right? 41-6. Sounds about the same to me, right? So let's keep the same energy for everybody, all right? So my thing is this. I'm not a Purdy fan. I'm not a 49er fan. I don't care. But one thing y'all know I do on this show, I really try to keep it consistent. So let's do that, right? The same way we got G coming in the chat. G, you're my brother. I love you, man. But
been MIA.
But not even that. He comes in the chat and the first thing he says is Josh Allen choked again. How can a unabashed Lamar Jackson fan get on Josh Allen for choking in the playoffs? How can we do that? We have to keep the same energy.
Lamar got a bad record in the playoffs.
Lamar, if we're honest,
Lamar's only had a couple of good games in the playoffs.
Performer than Lamar Jackson. That's a fact. It doesn't change the fact that I love Lamar. I'm a Ravens fan, but Lamar gets worse in the playoffs. Josh Allen gets better. That is irrefutable. You can go look at it. I know some people are going to get mad for that. That's cool. It is what it is. But all I'm saying, keep the same energy. All right, let's go ahead, brother.
Sneak.
I do what I do, man.
Sneak. I mean, come on, man. Brock Purdy, doo-doo. See, I thought we were years past that narrative already.
Brock Purdy, when the team was, I don't know, I guess healthy and available, all their guys were there. He was a throw away from a Super Bowl championship. One throw. That game against the Chiefs, they were inside the 5-yard line.
Sneak. This man got everybody and their mama hurt on that team. And
so maybe he didn't play great, but it doesn't mean he's a doo-doo player.
Right. Exactly.
They paid this guy big money because they obviously know he can play.
That's right.
Yes.
And because of what he showed everyone he's capable of doing.
And here he is, bro. A part of the reason why the 49ers got here was on the back of Brock Purdy. Everybody has a right to their opinion, and everybody makes opinions based on feelings. So sometimes I think the fan aspect of it is not necessarily the truth. It's true what they saw, that he didn't play well.
Correct.
But it's not that he didn't play well because he's not a good player.
Right.
The Seahawks are really good. The 49ers are injured.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw exactly what I expected to see. That was a loss. I thought the Seahawks were going to win. I didn't see 41-6. I didn't see a return kick on the opening play. A lot of things I can't predict, but I did think that the Seahawks were going to win this, no matter how good Purdy played.
Mm-hmm.
I still thought the Seahawks were going to win.
Correct. No, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, so highlight Steve's thing, please. The Purdy had an all-pro roster.
I was just about to do that.
Okay, so he's doo-doo because when he has enough with him, he almost won a Super Bowl. So now he's doo-doo.
Yes.
How else do you win a Super Bowl? You need everything has to come together. Nobody. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy.
Where was the all pros now?
Well,
he still made it.
His all pros are literally all gone.
All gone.
Right.
With the exception of Christian McCaffrey. That's it.
We're not here to make excuses. We're just calling out the obvious.
Mm-hmm.
When guys play poorly, you can evaluate it and say, well, why? And what I saw yesterday from Purdy, he didn't play well. But like every time he made a throw to C-Mac was getting blown up.
Getting smoked.
I didn't see open guys. Mm-hmm. I mean, Brock Purdy doesn't cover kicks. I'm just saying.
And the thing about like when you're down early so fast, you become one-dimensional. And when you become one-dimensional, you're pretty predictable on defense. I mean, on offense. So Seattle has one of the best set of corners in the league. This becomes an easy matchup.
Cigars.
If I can make you one-dimensional.
Cigars and Sports, go back to what I said about Josh Allen the previous segment. I'm absolutely keeping the same energy. Absolutely. That's the same energy.
Yeah.
That's G. That's funny. You know what? I'm starting to think it's a Baltimore thing.
Oh, that's Gino?
Yeah, that's G.
Oh,
that's
Gino,
G.
what up, bro? It's been a while.
Bruce, I'm starting to think that this is a Baltimore thing. Because you noticed.
I know what it is.
How when the Ravens,
it's a Lamar thing,
got smoked by the Steelers.
There was a lot.
42-year-old quarterback. Before the game, it was a lot of when the game was over and the dust and the smoke cleared, G and Baltimore Bruce was ghost, quiet, Hirsch. When did Bruce start talking again, Bruce? When the Steelers lost in the playoffs.
Yes.
He got loud as a cut. Oh, y'all, trash. Where were y'all? Where were you?
Roll Tide.
Where were you?
Right.
Where were you? Don't lie. I had pneumonia. Where were you? Yeah, he literally said that. Boy, I called him out, Steve. I mean, Sneed. You should have saw his boy. I'm on his Facebook. Every time he posted something, I'm commenting. I was on his behind pause. I'm not gonna let you get away with that one, bro. Not gonna let you get away with that one. But like, yeah, man, like they it's something in their blood. It must be something Baltimore-ish. They can't sit and discuss about their team.
It's a Lamar thing,
but
right? You got to protect the guy. You got to protect. Yeah,
they loud now.
Sometimes they probably think, in order to protect my guy, I got to shit on these other guys.
I think that too.
You know what this reminds me of?
Yeah.
This is when you drive through a neighborhood, and there's 10 houses. 9 of them are boarded up. 9 of them have just the worst yards. 9 of them windows are busted, and then one of them only has one busted window, has both doors, but one's kind of like falling apart, but both doors are there. Yeah. The grass was cut like 2 months ago, so it's just sort of long. See, it's the best on the bad block. That's what they're trying to do.
Gotcha.
10 houses that really ain't nothing special. 9 are awful, but one is like less bad.
Yeah.
So it's the best on the bad block. That's what they're trying to do. That in order to protect their guy, they got to really drag the other guys down.
Yeah, because like Bruce again, he wants to talk about Green Bay. Then the week 16 win when they played our fucking backups and they smoked our backups. Bravo, Bruce, again. Bravo, y'all smoked our freaking backups. A desperate Ravens team who needed to win out smoked our backups because the Green Bay Packers were already in the freaking playoffs. Bravo. This is when I know you're delusional and you're such a fan of your team that you just don't think. You just don't think, bro. But what happened when the Steelers smoked you guys?
Hey, let me say this, Steve.
Did Steve ever say that Mac Jones should be starting over Brock Purdy?
Yeah, he did. I mean, Mac Jones works for that team, but
okay. So when they were winning all those games in the back half of the year, was he still saying that?
No, I don't know.
He was because Brock Purdy was
like
winning.
If he was saying that, then that would be like crazy, right?
Yeah. So let's say this, and then we'll get back to this game real quick. I know we kind of went off the rails a little bit. This is the last thing I wanted to
respond. We're letting the Baltimoreans run the show. We got to
not even show. Yeah. I wanted to respond to Steve talking about how Brock Purdy had an all-pro team. And you're right, Steve. He has had 4 different seasons in his career, he being Brock Purdy, with multiple all-pro teammates. Lamar Jackson has had 5 seasons in his career with multiple all-pro teammates. So what are we saying?
We're saying the same thing, Bruce. When they have the talent, they get there.
But the difference is, though, Brock Purdy, he made it to a Super Bowl. And as much as I would like to say otherwise, Lamar has
Brock Purdy is a good quarterback.
And that's all I'm trying to show. Keep the same energy. Keep the same energy. But they can't do that. The objectivity isn't. No, you're not right, Steve. You're not right. Because you're not keeping it the same across the board. So you're not right. That's all I'm saying.
There's no bad quarterbacks getting to the Super Bowl. That doesn't happen.
Whoa. It happened years ago with the Bears.
I know.
Yeah. Who? When they Rex Grossman got it there.
Rex Grossman that year was a decent quarterback. He wasn't bad.
Awful.
Just the defense was crazy.
Defense was crazy. And the special teams
I get it,
nuts.
but if he was bad, he would find a way to lose games.
He did the Super Bowl.
They got to the Super Bowl because he was a serviceable player. He wasn't bad.
Edward, what are you talking about?
Bad,
no, Transformer. When a guy is bad, like at that position, you lose games.
Yeah, but they took the ball out of his hands. They didn't allow him to be bad. That's how bad he was.
I thought he was. I wouldn't say he was bad. Bad players make bad plays that lead to bad losses. At that position, that's a lot, bro. When you're bad at that position, you lose games. I mean, I agree. They took the ball out of his hands as much as possible, but he wasn't bad.
I said it all to say, but they did take the ball out of his hands. Though.
Yeah,
it's like
because he's not great, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Forte and I forget the other running back's name. They had two running backs.
Did they have a tandem?
I think they had a tandem. Oh, their backup was pretty.
I remember Matt Forte. He was
Matt
very
Forte,
good.
and it was somebody else. I forgot who it was.
Matt Forte was a fantastic two-way player in terms of the passing.
Yeah, he was.
And, he was really good.
Let's bring it back around to this. At the end of the day, the Seahawks look absolutely vicious. Did y'all know they call their defense the dark side? I didn't know.
I heard that. They call themselves the dark side.
They call themselves the dark, right?
It's because they're all black?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
they had to come up with something. They couldn't use the Legion of Boom again, right? So they had to give themselves right?
Makes sense.
Bro, I think they'd be delivering people to the shadow realm, bro.
Man,
that's what it is.
Yeah. No, they're vicious.
Am I first?
They are vicious. But let's go ahead and real quick before we open up the phone lines on this, what do you guys think is the ceiling for this team? Because as we see, Sam Darnold isn't doing much. You know, I'm not gonna say he turned into a pumpkin, but he didn't do much.
He didn't have to. This was a game he didn't have to do anything.
No.
He just had to turn around.
Bro, do you know
every now and again?
I wish they would have panned over to his face after the return TD so they could just see him go like this.
Right.
I love you guys.
No pressure. No pressure.
Right. I don't even have to. I haven't stepped on the field yet, and we already got a lead. That's beautiful.
Like, yes. Defense will get the ball back. What did they do? Got the ball back. Like, yes, turn. I just had to turn around.
Yeah, for sure.
Every now and again, I get a little bit lonely.
Man,
did what's his name have 3 TDs? The running back.
The third?
Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, he had 3 TDs. I think
he had 3. I thought he had 2. I didn't know
2 TDs.
I know he had 3. Yeah, he had 3.
He had a couple that he punched in, and then I think he had one that was like a 20-yard scamper.
I saw that one around the edge, and then he hit that hole and it was gone.
Yeah, and all those were on short fields because the defense was the San Fran was 0-3 on 4th down. They kept going for it. It was like,
bro, do you know what those linemen were thinking, bro? They're probably like, we're just gonna chew you up and spit you out. You guys are gonna drag you into this thing, bro.
Drag you through this water.
All right, let's go ahead and let's open up the phone lines. Let's take a couple calls and then we'll let's do that.
Okay, Brock Purdy needs all the makeup, Botox, and filters. Fine. He's a Kardashian. Fine.
I'll take it.
Yeah, Kim's still vicious. Kylie's still official. So Edward was
crazy, man.
And stop lying in the chat, Edward, but go ahead.
No.
Hey, no. Stop lying.
Baltimore Bruce, I got your back, brother. He was very disrespectful to you, bro.
But what? What are you talking? All right, go ahead.
Anyway, let's keep going.
Repeating the same lie doesn't make it true, Edward.
Let's keep going, Bruce. We got to keep going.
I like. Hey, hold on. Since this is my show, I'm gonna hold you up. Y'all ever notice how Edward like to get on and lie and then say, "Let's keep going. Let's keep going." You ever notice that?
DJ Khaled, keep going.
Keep going. Another one.
But anyway, look here, fellas. Let me start off with San Fran. San Fran, can we say this season was overachieved?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can definitely say they
it really was.
Kyle Shanahan did a masterpiece. Yes.
Yeah. So I think that's why, and then also I think that's why Gino and Steve in the chat was saying they probably giving more credit to Kyle Shanahan than Brock Purdy.
But you can't do that.
I know you can.
Brock Purdy had game-winning drives. He had game-sealing drives. Like he did his job.
And nobody puts Brock Purdy in the upper echelon of QBs. They put him in like tier 2.
They really don't. I agree with you, Steve. They don't. They really don't.
Agreed.
He's not a world beater now.
And then, Now, this is what I want to talk about. Transforming you, my brother. You know I love you. You know what I'm saying? We go back like 4 flats on the Cadillac.
Yeah.
We always have a good time being down. We're going to keep it there. Yeah.
We rode them Cadillacs in the South.
Yeah.
28 feet long.
Yeah, South, yeah. We
Bruce,
Cadillac.
Bruce, you don't understand, bro. Just
old school Cadillac shit.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Diamond in the back. Sunroof top. Dig in the seat.
Let me say this here. I will put this in order.
Paul, man. That was Paul for Sneed, man. That was a good one. Hey, hit the claps. Hit the claps, Bruce. Hit the claps. Thank you. Hit the claps. Oh, my bad, Eddie. Go ahead. I had to skip, man. Sneed, boy, he did his thing on that one.
Go ahead.
No, I knew what Sneed was talking. Bruce, like, once again, bro, stay in your lane. You don't understand.
That's fine. That ain't for me. But go ahead, bro.
Okay. Now, I would say this.
Real,
and when you say Transformer, can you at least agree with me on this podcast? I know we had our discussion last night, in the brother.
I can't. I'm not. There's nothing to agree on.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Watch this. No. Watch this. Seattle. It was the defense, running game. Also, shout out to Kenneth Walker. He's from Arlington, outside of Memphis. I'm cool with his uncle. The running game, Sam Darnold, and special teams. In that order.
Negative.
No.
Why not?
Wait.
Sam Darnold didn't have to do anything.
What was the order?
Of the reasons why they won.
Yeah. What was the order?
Okay, the order was defense, the running game, Sam Darnold, and special teams.
Special teams above running game and Sam Darnold.
Definitely.
Special teams started. Like, that's everything.
Special teams
now the Niners are out of their element. Now it changed the whole game plan.
Okay, but the reason I'm saying it because Sam Darnold did not play like a pumpkin. Can we all agree?
We didn't learn anything about Sam Darnold yesterday.
He had 17. I know he went for what, 14 for 17.
We didn't learn anything learn anything about Sam Darnold yesterday.
Correct.
I mean, no, the reason I'm saying he did not play like a pumpkin. He didn't wet the bed.
Because he didn't have to play. That's my point. Like, there's nothing to say about Sam Darnold because the game was taken away from Sam Darnold. He didn't need to do anything.
There were possessions where the Seahawks would have been just okay punting. They didn't care.
Well, I mean, and he did throw a TD even though it was at the 40-yard line. I got to give him some type of credit for that. He didn't throw no INTs. I got to give him some type of little credit, just a little bit.
But you didn't see plays where he had to throw, because if there are plays where he has to throw and the defense prepares for that, it changes the complexion of the game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He never had to do anything. Everything was completely casual.
But Steve, what I'm saying is that last season he got cooked for those last 2 games when they played the Lions and then
because he needed to perform, Eddie. He needed to perform.
He was put into predicaments where he had to show and prove, and he didn't.
Yeah, this game there was nothing for him to show because he wasn't allowed to. Then when the game started off with the special teams returning that kick, they're already up 7-0 before Sam Darnold even touches the field. So at that point, now you can, and your defense, they go get the ball back. They're like, okay, cool. We can now, just running game. We can throw the running game at them and wear them out.
If Sam Darnold has a resting heart rate of 30 beats per minute, the highest it got during the game was 36 beats per minute.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I know your guys say that he did not have to do anything, but all I'm just saying is that I'm gonna give him some. I'm gonna give him at least about 10% of the credit for no turnovers. None at all. He's 1-1 in the playoffs.
They opened the game with a special teams TD. I didn't learn anything about Darnold.
No, see, what I'm saying is that, man, he didn't turn the ball over at all. I know you said he didn't have to do nothing. He just sit back, kick back, and hand the ball off. He did make a couple throws to Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp looked like he was vintage Cooper Kupp back in the day when he was with the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know what I'm saying, he got him cooked up. And then not only that, man, like I said, man, he didn't turn the ball over. Then plus they was the running game. That's all I'm basically saying. Now this next opponent, I don't know if they're gonna play the Rams or the Bears. Now if they play the Rams, he did cook up the Rams. in the regular season, but I understand this is the playoffs.
But the Bears will make him pay for mistakes.
True. That's if he play the Bears. I'm just saying if he had played the Rams, I would pick the Rams for this one, but I don't know.
Well, the Rams, he's going to make mistakes because he's going to have to throw the ball to score points. They're not going to. The Rams won't let. The Rams will not let the Seahawks do what they want. They're going to make them do something else.
No. I'm just saying he did cook up the Rams in the regular season. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
So you think that Sean McVay is going to just let things play out the same way? I think they're going to be playing the game a little bit differently. What do you think?
Well, hey, I mean that now when the Seattle played the 49ers, their last game in the regular season, it was a low-scoring game. They shut down C-Mac. I mean, hey, the same thing can happen again in the playoffs. We don't know yet. We don't know. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right.
But anyway, we'll figure it out. But I'm gonna let Gino. I know Gino probably say he want to call in and open up the line. So I'm gonna get off. I see Steve and them they over there talking about Brock Purdy. Man, Brock Purdy didn't have Brandon Ayuk, none at all this season. He was still cooking. George Kittle in and out of the lineup. Then he went down with Achilles. So I'm gonna give Brock Purdy some credit. But both quarterbacks in this game, they are game managers. That's all I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna keep it.
Yo, shout out to the Denver Nuggets, bro. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
I appreciate. Hey, yo, that's no slander. I'm not one of those people. I mean, I'm not one of those people.
One of those people.
I'm not one of those too. Yo, Bruce.
That was a parting gift, bro. That's what that was.
No. I know, Bruce. You don't see. You do not understand how much harassment I get from this dude right here. You just don't understand, dog. No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
Man,
this is not about.
Great call.
No.
Great call, Edward.
I know. I gotta go. I'm letting other people. Y'all get the license, subscribe for my brothers, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Bruce, you be you, Bruce. You be you. All right, water.
All right, Eddie. Water.
What up, G?
Hey, what's going on, bro?
Gino.
G.
Hey, man, let's get right into it, man. First of all our teams are home, right? So when I say keep that same energy, I think if we go back maybe about 40 episodes, kind of guys been working a lot this year. You'll see when Purdy signed that contract that a lot of y'all had him in the top 10. And so I'm not saying
he was in the top 10.
I'm just saying this week it was about Purdy and Sam Darnold last night. It was about Josh, whatever his name is, and Bo Nix. And so, Bo Nix and Josh Allen, the reigning MVP. That was a hell of a game. That second game, I come from an era where if the game is 21-zip, we pass the sticks. If my team losing that bad, I get up and leave. I don't sit there and watch that shellacking that took place. I think the only reason why people stayed and watched it was because it was Purdy. That was the only reason why people sat and watched it, if you did. But
I turned it off at 27-6.
The whole narrative of everybody being a super fan to Lamar, I'm like, no, we just had two top 10 quarterbacks lose in the divisional playoff rounds. And so that should be room for at least a shellacking at that same energy. All records aside, all accomplishments aside, I think we need to amplify that because a lot of people thought it was going to be, a Josh Allen and Purdy Super Bowl.
I didn't think that. I can't.
I didn't have Purdy.
I didn't have Purdy going Super Bowl personally. Right. Maybe you were hearing it, but I didn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Yeah.
So let me be clear, G. The reason I brought up Lamar, and I'm a Ravens fan, you know that, so I can do that. It's not about taking shots at Lamar. It's about consistency. And so when Lamar does not play well, which unfortunately he consistently does not in the playoffs, it's irrefutable, there's a lot of excuses made for him. But I don't see those same excuses being made for Josh Allen, right? I don't see that. And then in responding to Steve was talking about how Purdy always had a bunch of all-pros, where Lamar has had a bunch of all-pros as well. He's consistently had multiple all-pros on his roster. So all I'm saying, it's not about who's better. It's about be consistent in the way you evaluate and the takes that you have. That's what I'm saying.
I agree with that. But the comment was
every time you see my name and Bruce's name, people automatically assume that I'm talking about Lamar. This is not a Lamar thing. He's been gone. Lamar didn't make the playoffs this year. So we can talk about that.
Right.
Neither did the Browns on this panel, right?
That's correct.
Last time y'all made the playoffs, so I left it alone. But
damn,
what I see now is that there's
just stray shots for no reason, bro. Like what?
No, it's not a stray. That's a direct round.
Oh, yeah, he put that set of mask.
You the AFC show. I go down here, man. You know that. But no, I think the biggest thing is that, like, you know, we do see Lamar a lot in the press right now, and his name does, even with the record, his name does, you know,
because Gino, because great players always have those expectations. The fans, the teams, everybody's like, Lamar is great, so he's always going to be in this conversation when we talk about great QBs. Josh Allen gets smoked because he's great, and it's always like this, bro. People still bring up Burrow, and he hasn't done a damn thing since the last presidential administration. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is where we are. That's the culture of the sport. There's only one winner every year, so everybody else becomes a loser. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's how this sport
NBA,
is.
When they draft off of potential, and I think when it comes to Purdy, I think people thought he wasn't going to ceiling out. We've probably seen the best years that Purdy's going to have in this league.
That might be true. You might be right, Gino. That's possible.
So when I'm in a chat, I'm like, hey, well, maybe it's time to start looking for another quarterback, because I think we've seen
they just gave him money.
They did, yes, yeah. But if you ain't got nobody to throw to, if he don't got Debo carrying him or CMC running the ball, then, you know.
When did Debo ever carry him? Debo was starting to get washed before he left.
Oh,
there's the false narratives again.
Debo? When last time Debo was a 1,000-yard receiver?
He has to stack that team. They have to stack that team if they want any wins from him. They have to stack that team. He is not a playmaker. Let's not confuse that. He's a game manager.
I mean, but what team that's going to win it all don't have to stack it, bro? I mean, G.
Well, hold on. I'll go with this. Gino, I'll go with this. So Gino, who's not a game manager? Which quarterbacks? Which quarterbacks are not game managers?
What quarterbacks are not game managers?
Yeah, because you called Purdy a game manager, which is fine.
I got four questions coming at me at one time. Hold on, let me write these down and get back to you. I don't want to hold the line up. I mean, I would say Lamar, but he's not in. I mean, we look at
we know.
No, just in general, who's not a game manager?
I'm not saying nothing but game managers.
No, he's saying in general, not just people currently playing in the playoffs.
Out of the 32 teams?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be kidding me, man. I can tell you who not.
Right, that's what he's asking.
I think Shador is probably going to be a game manager. Then a game.
Then a playmaker.
Yeah, then a playmaker. But I don't even know if he's going to play because y'all got Deshaun with that $80 million cap hit.
Yeah,
so, I'm still just looking for who's not a game manager, bro.
Well, clearly Josh Allen is not a game manager. Patrick Mahomes is not a game manager. Lamar Jackson's not playing game manager.
I was just talking about the playoffs. I'm in this week right here.
Okay.
Going into next week.
Oh, Matt Stafford is definitely not a game manager. I don't want to bring
in guys at home right now. You know, that's kind of getting away from my point.
Caleb Williams, not a game manager. Playmaker.
Drake May is not a game manager.
Yeah.
Drake May is not a game manager.
He's legit. That dude's probably going to be second in the MVP voting. He's legit.
He's definitely a problem.
Yeah.
He got quiet on that one. Like, dang, yeah, he is a problem.
Yeah.
I can't think of nobody else though. Sorry.
I feel you.
So Matt, you don't think Matt Stafford is a playmaker?
Nah, I don't.
That man been nice since Detroit, G.
Yeah, nice game manager.
What?
All right.
What's game manager mean?
Let's make this a topic. Let's
write. All right, because I'm trying to figure out what that
we'll make this a topic for another show.
Yeah.
All right. Let me.
I mean, this is one.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Is Matt Stafford game?
That's all you got anything else on the Seahawks?
Always a pleasure calling in, man. You guys are awesome.
Appreciate you, brother.
Keep doing God's work.
Good call, Gino.
And squashing false narratives.
I try, man. I try.
We miss you, G, man. We got to catch you up on the show one day.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. My bad. I'm writing this down. Game managers, first playmakers.
All right, I can move it on to the Mortal Thunder.
Yeah,
the Immortal Thunder. All right, so shout out. Ooh, boop, 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 boop. There we go. All right, the Mortal Thunder, man. So first and foremost, then, man, let's salute to Kevin Durant. Just saw something pop up on my feed. 15 seasons, 25 plus points per game, 60% true shooting percentage. I mean, six counts away from the second highest in that category. One of the purest scores ever in the NBA. So since we were on the NBA, that popped up. I'm like, the man is pure. That man is pure. Oh my God, pure. But anyway, this is a topic about the Mortal Thunder. Are the Thunder coming back down to earth? Which Thunder doesn't do that. That's actually lightning. Lightning can strike the ground. But
thank you for the correction. Right? I expected that from the science teacher, but okay.
I'm just rolling with the punches, bro. Cook, bro. Let them do the fact check and just keep cooking.
Right. Transformer, you're an idiot, man.
I'm gonna send Transformer a binder one of these days.
Now, mind you, this teleprompter, I was told to say this. All right, I'll just make my small correction.
How you want to teleprompter?
I made my small correction. That lightning is actually what strikes the ground, comes to earth. Thunder is just the noise that it makes in the air.
Correct.
But anyway, the Thunder just lost to the Miami Heat 122-120, but just about 5 games ago, post this win streak, they lost the games to the Hornets, the Phoenix Suns. So they're currently sitting at a juncture of, I just had it, of 35-8. So I'm pretty sure we're well off from that record of 73-9, which everybody was kind of projecting at the beginning of the season, the way they were tearing it up. But losses to the
didn't K Perk say they were going to win 80 games? He said something silly like that, right? Anyway,
it was something ridiculous, but losses back to back to the Spurs dropped their record, and of course the back-to-back losses to the Suns and the Hornets, and now the Miami Heat. So they're starting to come back down to earth a little bit. So we're here to discuss about the Mortal Thunder. Are they turning back into the Mortal Thunder? Not Thor. No, we know the God of Thunder.
It's my guy.
When Odin had to send him back to Earth for being a delinquent, like, yo, all right, go find
being
a
hammer. Degenerate leader, bro.
Degenerate, bro.
Yeah. Earn your powers back.
Earn your powers back. Yeah. Oh man.
All right. Okay, I guess. So here's the deal, right? We saw the Thunder open up 24-1, and everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, is this the greatest thing we've ever seen? Is this going to be the greatest regular season team we've ever seen?" Blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
And that tied the 2015-2016 Warriors for the best 25-game opening in NBA history. Yeah. So as you said, they lost last night, and they have, to some extent, like you said, come back to earth. Let's see. So here's an interesting thing, right? During their 22-1 start, 18 of those wins came against teams that are currently under 500. So it makes sense, right? You play against the bad teams, you're considerably better, you're the champion. You do what you're supposed to do, and makes sense. Since then,
I heard baby girl.
Oh, okay. Since then, the Thunder are roughly 500 against teams that have a winning record. And they recently went through a stretch where they lost 6 of 13 games. So, yeah, I think most people still thought they're the favorites, but it doesn't look like they're as dominant as we thought, right? We saw them lose 3 games in a row against Wemby and the Spurs, and I thought that was more so that the Spurs are kind of built and they're a perfect matchup and a foil to them athletically in terms of youth, explosiveness, speed, all that, defense, everything. And so watching and seeing what the Spurs were able to do against them, I don't know if maybe some of the other teams, while not built the same way, kind of took some of that schematically from what the Spurs did and are applying it against the Thunder. But the Thunder is they're calming down, right? So this is interesting. So we heard all this about SGA being a free throw merchant and all that, right? Which we already did a segment on that, and we dispelled that false narrative, right? Thank you, Rick Bucher.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. So we dispelled that false narrative. However, I thought it was very interesting that over the first 25 games, SGA was third in the NBA at 9.9 free throw attempts per game, which if he was the free throw merchant that they said, I guess he should have led the league in that category, but whatever.
Like Luka?
Games. Right. Over the last 13 games, SGA is only getting 6.8 free throw attempts per game.
Do you know the league-wide stat, Bruce?
I don't. What is it?
Foul shots are down 20% by volume in January.
Interesting.
Across the entire league. Just saying, the referees are calling the games different.
No. That's good. I like that. I was about to say that's interesting because
now what is that as a percentage? He was shooting 9 a game. Now he's shooting 6.5.
Yeah. So is that about a third?
Yeah, about 25%.
Mm-hmm. But the funny thing is, in that time stretch that his free throw attempts per game have gone down, he's actually attacking the rim even more, from 17.5 to roughly 19 attempts per game. So I think that's something interesting to note, right? So, I mean, people say what they say, but it's always amazing to me that people just say things, right? I guess when you don't have a platform, you can just say whatever, and because you don't have to be responsible. You can just be like, hey, my dog walks on 2 legs and speaks English, right? Really? Can you prove that? I don't have to. That's my opinion.
What the hell was that?
No, I mean, it shows the ridiculousness of the things that people say when they know that they're not held to account for the things that they say. They just say whatever, right? Like us, right? Our show, when we say things, if we're wrong, people come ready to attack, right? They're ready to attack. I got you. Oh, you're wrong. I'm cooking you. I'm cooking. Okay, cool. But when you don't have that, people feel like they can say whatever. Anyway, it's interesting to notice that. So he's going to the rim more, shooting less free throws. But this is not necessarily about SJ and the foul merchant. That was just a kind of interesting side stat. Sneed, man, what do you think is attributing to the Thunder's slowdown? They're still 35-8 and appearing still to be the best team in the league. But what do you think is kind of what are some of the major factors to this slowdown?
It's very simple calculation or observation to be made. They had momentum to start the year.
Yeah.
And it was not being disrupted.
Mm-hmm.
It finally became disrupted, and they lost some games. And now they're without Isaiah Hartenstein, who does so many important things for the Thunder.
Yeah.
People don't realize how important role players are. It's depending on what they do. Role players are as important as the primary scorer of the team, because role players are rebounding, because role players are defending pick and roll. Role players are in the paint disrupting, rim protection. Maybe it's calling out screens. It's so many things that people don't see because it's not on the scoreboard directly. I promise you, if you ask Mike Degnault, the coach of the Thunder, he is devastated by the loss of Isaiah Hartenstein for these games. That is a huge reason they won the finals last year, why they made a great playoff run, why the team has a tough mentality. It's part of its Zeke, bro. So when you have a car and a car has all these parts that need to function and work, I can have 1,000 horsepower. I can have Z-rated tires. I can have performance suspension. But if one brake pad fails, I can't stop. So it's a system. Their system relies on certain players to be available doing their roles. The person who is filling in for Zeke is clearly not able to do what Zeke can do at that level, in that role. So they're going to lose some games. And when he gets back, they'll look to work him back in to fulfill the role, and they'll be fine. There's no panic button. There's nothing to worry about. This is a team that won a championship with Chet Holmgren compromised for most of the year. They're a team that won 25 games with J-Dub, their second best offensive player, and second best defender, out. They know how to win games.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hit the and even in regards to the Spurs, they're going to have to play a 7-game series. Mike Daigneault is not going to be outcoached against the Spurs in a 7-game series. So, no, the sky is not falling. I am not concerned about the Thunder. These are things that happen in season. Do you guys remember the Heat, 2011 to 2014 Heat? They lost multiple games, consecutive games on multiple occasions, and they were in the finals every year.
Yeah.
This stuff happens. Remember the Lakers? They lost multiple games, consecutive games, multiple occasions during those finals runs. These things happen. Now, if they were losing the games because SGA was playing like a bum, if they were losing these games because they weren't matching intensity, because they weren't, if it was a sustainable way of losing in the as a path in the future, sure, I'd be concerned. I have zero concern about the Thunder. That defense is real. SGA is real. J-Dub is real. They can reproduce what they did last year.
Mm-hmm.
That can easily be done again and replicated. That's all I'm saying.
We're also at the pre All-Star break, right? We're still at that point. Teams don't really start ramping it up until post All-Star break. Where they're going on these runs, or they already figured out the chemistry. Now they're just implementing solid plans and solid lineups that are going to work, that they're going to utilize during the playoffs. And then once the playoffs hits, that second switch hits, to let everybody know, let the team know, let the world know, okay, we're here to play. We're here to play. So again, we're talking about Mortal Thunder. I'm not going to scoff at this record that they have. It's still the best in the NBA. But there are bits and pieces like the Jalen Williams thigh injury that's now going to be a problem. The Hartenstein, the Twin Towers thing. That Twin Towers thing is dominant. It works, right? And when you lose the other half of the towers, then of course you see what you get. You're able to expose a little bit more on that interior side. When it comes to Chet Holmgren, having to sit down on the bench, having to get that rest, now you're able to attack the inside a little bit better and going some sustained runs. But yeah, I agree with Steve, man. It's too early. We just hit the halfway mark like last night or 2 nights ago. Literally the halfway mark of the season just hit, right? So we still got another half to go. We're still waiting on that post All-Star break turn up, and we know that champions do what champions do, and that's when the lights get bright. We start to show up, and we know that the time is here when the playoffs start rolling in. So, yeah, it's a little bit over 16th Chapel Tower. Absolutely, Steve. But yeah, man, I agree with Snead on this, man.
Yeah, no, I'm
Big Ben. Is that Ben?
Nah. It's my wife going outside.
Oh, hey, wife.
Hey, Miss over there and stuff. No, but you're looking at this and you're saying, I think one of the big points you did bring up, Transformer, were the injuries with to J-Dub, right? When you have an injury to your number 2, it takes a truly exceptional guy, a la Michael Jordan, or someone closer to that level, to be able to overcome it, right? A big part of it was, okay, SGA doesn't get
Jordan never had to overcome that?
Well, not in the playoffs. Remember, in that last dance season, Scottie Pippen missed a lot of time with the bad back, and so Jordan.
Yeah. I'm thinking about the postseason. I'm like, damn, Jordan has never had a hurt teammate.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's postseason.
I don't think so. No, not like that. So you need that second guy or that third guy, whatever it may be. But that team is, they're young, athletic, they're built. To Snead's point, what I love about them, they're an elite defensive team, right? They are built that way, and that I think is the difference. But again, I do feel like teams may have watched what San Antonio did, and granted, they're not built the same, but schematically, maybe they found some things that they could throw at OKC, or maybe also OKC's like, all right, let's pull it back a little bit, right? We're not going to win 80 games, and we don't need to go crazy in trying to maybe set that single season wins record. Let's have a strong season. Let's try to get that number 1 overall seed so we can have home court all the way through, and then we'll lock in at that point.
Bruce,
championship. Yes.
Which NBA team has the most regular season wins in a season? What team was that?
Golden State Warriors.
What was their outcome?
They didn't win.
Loss.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that.
Yeah.
I think that some people are a little less concerned about that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, they should be, man. They're already champions, right? I mean, at this point, what 74-8? What does that do, right? I mean, okay, you're in the record books, but now you feel exhausted by the time the playoffs start. You're wore out.
They want home court advantage throughout. That's all they care about.
If they win 65, 66 games, I think they're good with that. Like, if you
how many times last year in the playoff run they went 7 games on their way to the finals? It was 7
twice, right?
3 times, including the finals.
Okay, I was thinking the finals and against Denver
and against the Clippers.
Oh, that's right.
Clippers took them 7. Yeah.
They went 7 games every. That's all they need. This team has proven they need their team, their guys, and home court advantage, and they'll go with that. There's proof that they can win an NBA Finals with that recipe.
With that formula, yeah. So it's a quick side note. Does that also prove the fact that they had to go 7 games 3 times that they're not an all-time great team? I think that's fair.
Their offense is not dynamic. It's SGA and then it's other guys when they knock down shots, but sometimes those guys don't.
Right.
Which puts a premium on their defensive stops. Like I was talking about this last year. There were games in the playoffs where the Thunder started 1 for 13 from 3.
Excuse me.
But they were only down 6. And that's because their defense was so stellar.
Right.
That's very little. You have very little room for error if you shoot 1 for 13 from 3 in this NBA. You know, like that, because the other team's probably not going to shoot 1 for 13, right? They're going to probably shoot 4 for 13 or whatever, you know, or 6 for 13 or whatever the case may be. I know that the Thunder only are concerned with themselves. And that's a nice position to be in, to be only concerned, not worried about what anybody else is doing. Clearly, that's where the Thunder are.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah, that's a good position to be in for sure.
And the Spurs,
us against the field.
Yeah, and then the Spurs, you know, like they've arrived in terms of regular season, but
I think so.
There's more questions about the Spurs than the Thunder. Anybody who says otherwise is lying to themselves.
So I would say this, Snead. I think the biggest question about the Spurs is simply a matter of Wemby's health
and experience.
I wouldn't be concerned about experience just because, I mean, experience matters, but I love the youth, athleticism, and explosiveness. Like,
why did the Thunder lose in the previous years? Experience wasn't there, so they took those steps each year.
I'm not saying experience doesn't matter. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I would be less concerned just looking at what that team is able to do.
So a greater concern would be Wemby's health, you're saying? Okay, I'm with you.
That's my number one concern with the Spurs.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's my thought. Yeah.
The mortal Thunder.
so let's do this.
Is not in the hands of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Wow.
By the way, the Cavs last year had a stretch like the Thunder did. Actually, they had 2 of them. They had like a 16-game winning streak, and then they had a stretch where they went 21 wins in 23 games. 2 different stretches like that, right?
Right.
And they were bounced out of the second round by the eventual Eastern Conference champs, who went 7 games with the champions.
Yep, 64-18. That was their record.
What do you guys see the record finishing at around this year? Probably somewhere around the same, right?
68 wins.
68.
67 wins. 66
I'm comfortable
wins.
Around 66. Yeah.
Yeah, like
65-ish.
Yeah. Which nobody.
Because I mean, depending on this Jalen Williams injury and Hartenstein injury, they could start piling up a few more.
Wait, J-Dub, did he re-injure or is it a different injury?
No, this is a thigh. I think it's hamstring.
Okay.
Oh, it's a hamstring.
Yeah. He left the court yesterday. He was grabbing the back of his leg.
So depending on how severe it is, they'll play it safe. They'll give him 1 or 2 extra games off than what normally, right?
Yeah.
And then they'll probably ramp him up very slowly. They'll limit his minutes for probably a week or 2. They have no concerns about the regular season other than them getting, first seed in the West and then just being healthy going into the playoffs. Because remember, they're not playing back-to-backs in the playoffs, right? So you just have to be healthy.
And hell, Shy is not even playing in the fourth quarter. So
I know,
still,
right?
is that still a thing?
In some games, yeah, they'll take him out.
Right. In a close game, obviously he's going to play it, but
yeah.
Mortal Thunder.
Did you just make that?
I did.
Man, they should have never gave this dude Chat GPT, bro. I swear, bro. AI is gonna be like, yo. Bruce, Bruce use AI absolutely all day.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Whoever shall hold this hammer shall be worthy and possess the power of Thor.
Right.
The power of Mike Dagnall.
There you go. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but let's go ahead and open up the phone lines.
Are you guys watching the standings in the West?
They're all over the place, man.
Yeah, it's a week.
All over the place.
A week changes a lot in the West, man.
Bro, yes, it does. You could be second one week and then sixth the next.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, I think if you're in seventh, that's play-in territory, right?
Yep. That's what play in.
Yeah, it is. Steve, king of the chat, what's good, man?
Good morning, fellas.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
How we doing? What up, Sneak? What up, Twizzler?
What up, brother?
What happening? How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. I just kind of want to call just to argue because I'm in that mood. I woke up that way. I don't know. I think you guys are saying it's fair and correct, and I was kind of saying in the chat, but part of me does want to say, just to argue, to be devil's advocate, is the way they're calling games right now, is that somewhat of a factor of what we're seeing with a little bit of the schneid? I think long term, you guys are correct. Oklahoma City's proven they're built for the postseason. They got a winning pedigree. Grant all that, but for the time right now, is this maybe a bit of an adjustment period as well with maybe the way the officiating's gone? Because I'm not going to go as far to say the SGA foul merchant stuff. The dude's a baller. I mean, the guy's great. I'm not going to sit there and try to diminish him. But as a team, could this maybe be a bit of an adjustment with maybe how the games are being officiated? Because they were benefiting from some officiating early. It's not something I'm making up. It's kind of a narrative that's kind of out there. I think it was the Timberwolves coach. There's been whispers of this surrounding OKC and the way they're officiating. So just playing devil's advocate, is that maybe a little bit of a factor of what we're seeing right now?
I would have said yes, Steve, but then I didn't know until Sneed put me on earlier that the foul calls in general are down by a lot in January in the NBA. And I like that. I don't know if that means the NBA is listening and allowing a bit more physicality back in, because a lot of fans don't like, just basically easy march to the basket or 2 free throws. I don't know, but I do like to see that. So I'm not sure, but when I saw those stats though, I did, especially SGA's free throw attempts plummeting, I did immediately feel like, okay, the league heard all that foul merchant talk and they made a concerted effort to get away from it. But as long as it's, across the, as long as it's across the league, I don't have too much issue with it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I just, the way, because I've watched quite a bit of OKC this year, I think they're a great team. I don't think it's time to panic. I don't think they're not going to adjust through this and move forward heading into the postseason as the favorite. I mean, I'm not under any delusion that that's not the case.
Right.
But I will say, could it be that certain teams, granted, it's been across the board the way they're calling the way they're calling games. But just because it's across the board does not mean it won't affect everybody the same. Is that fair? And that's kind of where my point is.
It's gonna help the teams that have not relied upon it, right? Because they're already playing this way or whatever, right?
And it might be more of an adjustment for teams that maybe benefited more from it.
Or they've just been they've been benefiting from it, so it's been giving them an advantage within the game itself, like through stretches of the game. Right. Like when they can't get points, they draw the fouls, right?
Mm-hmm. Again, I'm just being devil's advocate because I think a lot more of this has to do with the grind of being in the West and maybe the first 30 games, maybe they weren't playing as strong as opponents, but to me, I think a lot of this has to do with this is just the grind of an NBA season.
Yeah, but I'll tell you why the Thunder are losing games, Steve.
In the West.
It's not because of the way they're officiating. It's because they're losing the glass battle. It's because they're giving up 50 points a game in the paint. That's the stuff that's costing them the game. Those little nuances about the calls, if they call it the same way on both sides, see, it doesn't really matter so much, right?
Agreed.
But what never changes are turnovers, rebounding, points in the paint because those are easy shots, transition defense. Like those things don't change regardless of the officiating.
It goes to the Hartenstein effect too. When you're talking about giving up that type of points and those type of rebounds in the painted area and you're losing half of your I don't want to call Chet muscle. I mean, he is a 7-footer, but if you're losing half of that
but he can't do those things effectively. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. I agree. But man, what else did I think that might have been it. I just felt like calling and just
oh, by the way, the Thunder had 5 offensive rebounds last game. 5. Without Zeke, they can't get offensive glass. So if you don't score on that first chance, that's it. It's on to the next possession.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true. Well, real quick, I'll let somebody else call in. Shout out Twizzler for the KD statistics. It's a amazing statistic.
Somebody paid attention to it.
Hey, man, somebody's paying attention. And the last thing I got to say is, if we're resorting to comparing Brock Purdy to Lamar, this is crazy.
Steve, don't be obtuse. You know exactly. Don't be. You know.
There you go, using the big words, bro. Obtuse.
To look up what obtuse means, but I'll tell you what I do know is that comparison is silliness.
That's not the comparison.
Well, I mean, I think it's
you brought up how the All-Pro team. No, you brought up you brought up
Purdy was on an All-Star team. Listen,
right.
Lamar had to go get a Derrick Henry for Lamar. They've added some pieces.
They had an All-Star team before that.
Lamar has never had a roster like that San Francisco roster.
What are you talking about?
That defense was stacked.
The Ravens have led the Ravens. Hold on, Steve. Hold on. Steve, hold on. The Ravens have led the NFL in All-Pro selections multiple times since Lamar's been in the league. He has had All-Pro selections multiple. So what are you saying? It's not about comparing them on who's the better player.
We can see the way Lamar plays, and Lamar having talent around him does benefit him. But we're going to sit there and say Lamar is not one of the 3 to 5 easily best players in the league.
I never said that.
We all agree that he is.
We've never seen Lamar have weapons the way Purdy had that season. We've never seen Lamar have a defense that was that low. I agree. You can't win a game on your own being the quarterback.
I don't know if I agree about that defense, man.
No, exactly.
That defense was insane.
Wait a minute. 3 years ago, the Ravens had a historically great defense.
Really, really good defense. Right.
Stop it.
Okay.
Right. If you want to argue that the Niners defense was a little better, okay, fine. But to say like the Ravens didn't have a great defense, like they were phenomenal defensively on multiple occasions for Lamar and his runs.
Listen, I don't even want to argue for Lamar because I think he chokes too.
He does.
So I'm just saying, if we're going to use that comparison, we're comparing Lamar with Purdy. That like we've stooped to a level of pettiness that I can't even.
Well, I think it's like, what are you comparing? Like, are we comparing outcomes? Like, there's some similarities there.
Well, if you want to compare outcomes, now I have to argue against Lamar because Lamar's never made it to a Super Bowl.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Purdy was one throw away from a Super Bowl championship. Lamar never got like that.
Fine. But let's play hypothetical. Let's put Lamar on that year when San Francisco lost to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Let's put Lamar on that San Francisco roster. Are we even having this conversation?
Probably not, but that's not the point. It's not about who's better. But no. Hold on. Yes, there's no mic drop. No, Steve. Hold on. No, you go hold on now because since you want to argue that Lamar has never had a defense like that, 3 seasons ago, 2023, The Baltimore defense won the Triple Crown, number 1 in points per game allowed, number 1 in sacks, number 1 in takeaways, right?
They were really good defense.
As well, they set an NFL record by having 10 wins versus winning teams. That defense was all-time elite. It wasn't
some of those players still on the team, bro.
Yes. It wasn't the 2000 Ravens, but it was a super elite defense. So let's not do that, Steve. Let's not do that. You know better than what you're doing here.
Oh, I did it, and I still dropped my mic.
You don't get to drop the mic when you're wrong.
On that San Francisco roster.
Drop the mic because it's split.
Yeah, but that's
drop the mic because
it's making assumptions.
They had to carry that doo-doo stew to the Super Bowl. That was insane. I feel bad for that roster.
Okay. So you know that same guy who's doo-doo when he went to the Super Bowl that year, because I've had these Purdy discussions. You know, he led the league in yards per attempt, air yards per attempt, right? He passed for over 4,000 yards, set the single season San Francisco 49er passing record, right? You know, he did all those things, right? Doo-doo guy.
Yeah,
that's what you want to call him?
Listen.
Yeah, he did a whole lot.
Replace doo-doo stew.
Doo-doo Brown.
Getting that offensive line, keep prime Trent Williams. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear this Lamar comparison to Purdy stuff. That's crazy.
That's not what took place, but okay, Steve. All right, you got it.
All right, I got my argument out. I feel better.
I see that. I'm not going to tell you what you just behaved like, because you know we're live. So.
Ooh.
Oh, whoa.
You know.
I don't listen. I came in here arguing before. We don't need the ad homs now.
Steve going to be wearing scarves after today's show.
Cam Newton, Steve Newton.
Oh, man. Oh, whoa. Steve, come on, man. You're my guy. What are you doing?
Oh, you chose violence today, bro. What you want, man?
He chose violence. He definitely chose it.
I still owed my apology, and if you know, you know.
Yeah. Thank you, Steve. We appreciate the call, brother.
All right, fellas. Y'all stay blessed.
You too, man.
Steve trolling, bro.
Steve is wild. All right. Bruce, I saw you try to get in earlier, man. Go ahead, give us a call back. I missed that. Give us a call back so that we can get your thoughts on some of this stuff.
Yo, shout out to the Nuggets winning games without Joker, bro. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
Hey, I love it. But I love it. Yeah.
Shout out to Jamal Murray getting a chance to really shine. Peyton Watson been playing good ball.
Yeah,
bro.
he's been balling.
Yeah, yes, he has. Shout out Ant Edwards, 55 last night.
Yo, man.
And a loss, but you know.
Yeah. Shout out Wemby, 39 last night.
And a win. Yeah.
Shout out Jaylen Brown, 41 last night.
And a win.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown, probably the most uncelebrated MVP candidate.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yep. Because you know, I had people texting me and calling me and telling me how he was trash and the Celtics were trash.
How was he trash? He won the NBA Finals MVP like 2 years ago.
This is what I was told earlier this season when the Celtics were struggling trying to figure things out.
You know what's crazy, Bruce?
Yes.
Everybody says they miss, love, and respect the way that Jaylen Brown plays basketball. They always talk about the glory of the NBA, the player, the dog, this and that, and they shit on him.
Yeah.
Yep.
But he embodies everything they celebrate about that type of player. It doesn't make no sense, bro. He's exactly who they were describing.
Yeah. I think it's because he's not a company man, honestly.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. What are you going to do? All right. Looks like we're not going to get any more calls on this here. So we are going to go ahead and we are going to shut it down for today. We truly appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. It's been a great show. Sneed, welcome back, man. We are so glad that you could
I'd be back.
Man, it's great to have you back, brother. So yeah, y'all know the deal, man. Like, subscribe to the channel, hype a video. You get 3 hypes a week. So hype it if you like it. Also, make sure that you're sharing this channel with other people in your orbit, because we know if you're watching that you talk sports, not just with us. So make sure you share the channel, please. All that stuff helps, because the more we grow, the better the show is going to get for you, whether it's production value, whether it's our equipment, whether it's, you know, getting to that magical 10,000, starting up the Patreon. I know some of y'all are excited about that. So we just want to continue to grow and do better for everybody involved. So help us out with that, man. Help us out. Help us out with the likes, the subscribes, and the sharing. All right, y'all. We out. Peace.